Good morning, friends. Welcome to my channel. Today start Salesforce admin advanced level interview questions. Very important video. Start the questions. First question: what is the sharing rules in the Salesforce, and when would you use one? A sharing rules in the Salesforce define the level of the data's access that users have to records in an object. Sharing rules are used to the give records and or edit access to the records based on the specific the conditions. To create a sharing rules, you would follow this step. First, navigate to project for which you want to the create the sharing rules. Second, click on the sharing buttons on the object details page. Third, click on the new button in the sharing rules and related list. Fourth, select the types of the sharing rules you want to the creator leads opportunity and case. 5. Define the criteria that will determine which records the rule applied to the all leads with the certain rating. 6. Specify the access of users group that should have access to the records. 7. Save the sharing rules. Example sharing rules type leads criteria. Lead sharing is equal to the hot sharing access. Read write sharing with the all cells representative. In this example, the sharing rules apply to all leads with the rating of hot and gives all the cells representative reads and write access to the those records. Next question. How do you create a formula feeds in Salesforce? Formula feeds in Salesforce two type of the custom feeds that calculate a value based on the formula you of defined. You can use the formula feeds display data based on the value of the feeds in the records from the mathematical calculation and even returns text or data from other object in Salesforce. Here example of how to the create a formula feeds in Salesforce. First, go to the object that you want to the add the formula feeds to, either by navigating the setup object managers, selecting the object. Second, and clicking on the feeds and relationship link, or by the clicking on the object from the managers in the app launchers. Third, click on the new buttons in the feeds relationship section to create a new feeds. Third, select the formula as a feeds type. Fourth, enter the label for the feeds such as the total amounts. 5, in the formula text area, enter the formula for the feeds using the Salesforce formula syntax. For example, to the calculate the total amount for and opportunity might use to following the formulas: opportunity account and opportunity discount. Next, set any other options for the feeds such as the number of the demicels placed to the display, and click the save buttons to the create that is formula feeds. Next, the formula feeds will now to be available in your the app and will be displayed to calculated value the based on the formula you defines. Next question: how do you use the Salesforce setup the menu to configure and organizations? The Salesforce setup the menu is the main hub and configure and customize your the organization. To use the step menu, first log in your the Salesforce account. Next, click the gear icon in the top right corners to the access the setup menu. Third, navigate to desired features or area that you want to the configure. For example, you can go to the users sections to manage users account, the object managers to create a modify custom object, the app managers to create a modify custom app. Here is an example how to access the object managers in the Salesforce setup menu. Next, log in your the Salesforce account and click on the gear icons in the top right corners. Third, in the quick and finds box type of the object manager and select it from the drop down list. From the object managers, you can create a new custom object, edit, exiting, and or the manage the feeds and records type and validation rules and more. Next questions: how do you set up the new custom object in Salesforce? To set up new custom object in Salesforce, follow the step. First, go to the setup the Salesforce app menu. Second, click on object under the platform tools section. Third, click on the new custom object button. Fourth, fill in the required fields such as object name and label in the plural levels. 5. Choose an options for the custom object such as in building the search historic and the activities. And next, click on the save. Here is an example for what is a custom object creating the page in Salesforce. Might look like object names and books labels and plural the labels books object descriptions custom object to store and information about the books. Next questions: what is the quick in Salesforce and how do you create a one? A quick in Salesforce in collection of records assigned to the group and users such as team and department. Key keys can be the use and manage the descriptions distributions of leads case or other object. You can use the keys to the route records of appropriate third papers based on the specific requirement organization. Here is in an example of how to create a quiz quiz in the Salesforce. Go to the setup and menu and enter the quiz in the quick find box. Next, click on the quiz and click on the new buttons to create a new quick. Enter the name for the and select the object type of you want to the use and force and select the members you want to the include in the quiz. You can add the individuals users in the entire the groups. Choose the default entry criteria for the and next click save to create a new pics and you can assign the records to the ad and records will be distributed among the members of the based on the default entry criteria. Next, how do you use the data imports wizard to the imports data into Salesforce? The data import wizard in features in Salesforce that allow you to the import data into your the Salesforce org from the CSV, separate value files. The data import wizard is convention convention way to the bulk import data into the Salesforce, as it is allow you to the map the column in the your the CSV files to the fields in your the Salesforce object, and it is a handle to the creation of the new records for you. Step first, here are the steps to use the data import wizard. Second, from the Salesforce setup the menu, click on the data management section, then select the data import wizard. Third, select the type of the data that you want to the import accounts contact leads. Fourth, upload to the CSV files that you want to the import. 5. Map the columns in the CSV files to the fields in your the Salesforce object. 6. Select the machine criteria for each fields. For example, you want to the match of the records name, external ID, or custom fields. Next, choose the whether you want to the update exiting the records or creating the new records. Next, preview the data that will be input and make any necessary adjustment. Next, start the input process. Next, monitor the progress of the input and make any necessary updated of the corrections. Next, What is the reports type of this type in Salesforce, and how do you create a ones? Report type of the Salesforce determine the object and the feeds that are the available for use in the reports. The type are used to the create a custom set of data for the reporting by the combining default different object and fields into the single reports. To create a reports type, you need to the follow this step. First, from the setup the menu, navigate to report, then the reports type. Second, click the report button. New custom report type the buttons. Third, enter the name and a description for the reports type. Fourth, select the primary object for the reports type. This is the main object that you want to the reports on. Select the additional the object and related fields that you want to the include the reports type. Six, choose the whether to the make the reports type the available to all profile or the select specific profiles. Next, click the save buttons. Once you have a created reports type, you can use the it is to create use custom reports that only include the data you want to see. For example, you could create a reports type that's combine data from the accounts and contact opportunity object, and then use the reports type of the create a reports that is allow show all the of information you need to about user accounts and contact and opportunity is one place. Thank you friends, very important video, and please like and subscribe and share the my channels. Thank you, bye bye friends.